Hi guys, my name is Madi and you're welcome to Madi Speaks. Today we're going to be looking at this Pakistani creator who made a video regarding black women. In my opinion, his video was intended to celebrate, honor and appreciate black women, but we're going to see how the majority of black women and even black men perceived that video. But before we get into all that, I would love to appreciate each and every one of you for getting us to 10,000 subscribers. Yay! I'm extremely happy to know that I have 10,000 individuals who are listening to my message and taking part in dismantling the biases, as well as engaging in these much needed conversations. Thank you so much for being here and for sharing your opinions and ideas. Most times when I go through my comment section, I realize that most of my viewers are just like me, okay? Most of you are based, grounded and have a good head on your shoulders, and that is wonderful. Also, I want to give a special shout out to these 3 members of this channel. I really appreciate you guys for joining the team. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Now enough of my ramblings, let's get right into the video.
Okay, I haven't been on TikTok for a bit, and I noticed everyone was tagging me in that whole Andrew Schulz thing about black women. I'll make a different comment about Andrew Schulz and that little rat Akash thing, but I want to say something about black women. And this was my mother, and I God is my witness right now. May the Lord strike me down if I'm lying. My mother told me and my siblings when we were young kids, before we, I remember it was when my older brother started secondary school. It was a big deal, my older brother going off to the big boy school. And my mum sat us down. She said, if you're ever in trouble out there in the real world, look for a black woman. My mum said this. My mum was raised in this country from the age of 6, the UK. She said, look for a black woman. She said, anywhere in the world, a black woman will help you. She was never wrong. She was never wrong. But it's incredible that my mother said that. And I don't know what my mum went through. But I remember seeing photos of my mum in school when she was in high school and stuff. And she had loads of black friends and stuff. And they were all black women. Because my mum wasn't a pick me. She only had female friends. And so she obviously felt some protection. And growing up for me, I noticed in my school, it was a very predominantly white school. The black teachers looked out for me. I had a black Jamaican teacher called Mrs. Forrester. She looked out for me. But even outside of school, when I started growing out my hair, it was a black woman that taught me how to look after my curls, what products to use. It's black women that built me up on this platform and got me to where I am. I have to give credit to where credit is due. It was women in general, but black women specifically, who boosted me and told me how pretty I was and how great I was. But I am trying to make a point here, and it's that black women get treated the worst. The worst. Malcolm X said this. He goes, unfortunately, they are treated the worst. By the medical field, by the education field, by the police, by everything. Yet they're the ones that give the most love. And for I saw what he said in that post, Andrew Schulz, and some comments, and it's sad, and it hurts my heart when I think of those things, because I'll tell you right now, it wasn't that long ago. My friend Jordan, who I love and boast about, Jordan's got these. Jordan's family is just. When I was homeless, and Jordan introduced me to his family, they treated me like I was one of them. They didn't even care. They were just they treated me like family. It didn't feel awkward. You know when you go over to someone's house and you just sat in the corner for a bit? It didn't feel like that. And I know not all black people are the same. Obviously, I know that. But there's one thing that black people universally have, and that is that beautiful smile and beautiful love that they just give out. But I'm telling you, it's a special feeling. I remember going to Jordan's once, and I was just heartbroken. His family just welcome me, and they were like, "Where's the?" You know what? You know what his family said to me? They go. Oh, we've got a plate ready for you. And then Jordan's cousin just looks me up and then goes, "You're still skinny, boy." And I'm just like, right, well, yeah, I know I'm home. No, I can't sit and not make a comment on this because no, and I know I made a post months ago about black men, but and go look through history. Go look at what Nina Simone did. Go look at what Doreen Lawrence, Stephen Lawrence's mother, did. Go look at what Betty Shabazz did. These people are just incredible. And we don't give credit where credit is due.
Yeah, so the video went on for some extra minutes, but you get the drill, okay? The man is an ass kisser. He is a very big pick-me. He wanted to be in Black Women's Good Books, and he sang God's praises with all his might just for us to, kind of accept him. I have a few things to say about this video, but first, I would like us to take a look at how some other Black women received his praises.
So his mama just basically said that Black people, Black women specifically, are the help. See, the problem is these people been seeing how white people take advantage and use Black people for so long that they're like, hey, when is my turn? When is my turn to have a Black supporting cast? When is my turn to have Black help? That's why you have that Mexican dude up here that says, oh, I can't believe Black people are asking me, is it safe for Black people to move to Mexico? Because he's like, hey, no one could treat you worse than America. And since to his mama, if Black women are so phenomenal, so resourceful, so empowering, how come she just didn't tell him, hey, I want you to be with a Black woman when you get older? She didn't tell him that because you know the golden rule is you can't mess around with the help.
So Twitter was not impressed, as it always isn't. A lot of people have had various reactions. I might put some on the screen, but the main reaction is it perpetuates the mammy trope. And if you know what that is, if you know, you know. If you don't, look it up. I'm not going to make this a history lesson this morning because I want to cover everything in the time that I have. So it perpetuates the mammy trope and this idea that Black women specifically are only, I would say, are only like valuable or should be, appreciated if they're of service and if they're helping someone, like servitude. And this is where I think a person can be so well-meaning, like the guy who made the video, but just because you're well-meaning doesn't mean you can't still perpetuate stereotypes. I think he was very well-meaning, but I don't think he thought about this stereotype that he would be perpetuating, saying, if you're anywhere in the world and you need help, look for a Black woman.
And of course, they were mad. They were angry. This guy made this video to say Black women are really good people. They are caring and compassionate. And if they ever see you in trouble, they would surely do their best to help you out. He went on to mention how Black women are not appreciated enough in the society, even though he went overboard with his statement, which I will talk about shortly. He just tried to convey that Black women are just wonderful human beings. That is what I think. That is the vibe I'm getting from his message. But some Black people came for him for burdening Black women with the task of looking out for and protecting people of other color. Some Black women accused him of trying to portray Black women as mummies, which is a US historical stereotype depicting Black women, usually enslaved, who did domestic work, including nursing children. Needless to say, this Pakistani guy received a lot of backlash from many Black women and men for making Black women look like perpetual caregivers, okay? Even though I didn't think that was his intention. I, on the other hand, had my problem with some of his comments. Mind you, I am not enraged that he woke up and decided to tap dance for Black women on TikTok. But I have a problem with some of the things he said, starting from this particular clip.
But I remember seeing photos of my mum in school when she was in high school and stuff, and like she had loads of Black friends and stuff, and they were all Black women. Because my mum wasn't a pick-me, she only had female friends.
Now, what does that mean? What is that about? What is he talking about? His mom wasn't a pick-me, so she had only female friends. So if a woman shares any kind of affiliation with a man, that automatically makes her a pick-me. It doesn't matter if they are co-workers or business partners or close classmates or whatever. She is automatically labeled a pick-me according to his reasoning. This comment he made here gave me a little bit of insight into the kind of person this man is, okay? And that is the fact that he is, in fact, a pick-me and an ass kisser. He's like, dear Black women, I'm on your side. I'm a feminist. I support you, okay? I believe that strong women should only be friends with their fellow women. They shouldn't be friends with men because that means they are pick-me's. He himself is a pick-me for all women, but most especially for Black women.
But even outside of school, when I started growing out my hair, it was a Black woman that taught me how to look after my curls, what products to use.
Now I have an honest question. What happened to his mother? Why didn't his mother teach him how to handle his curls and care for his hair? How can a black woman know more about a Pakistani hair than a bona fide Pakistani woman? See, I told you he's a bootlicker for black women. But now I understand why he is kissing ass, and that is for this reason.
It's black women that built me up on this platform and got me to where I am. I have to give credit to where credit is due. It was women in general, but black women specifically who boosted me and told me how pretty I was and how great I was.
Black women helped him to grow his page. He hypes them up and they shower him with beautiful compliments, thereby feeding the TikTok algorithm and generating more traffic for him. Now they get it, okay? It has been confirmed that he is a professional suck-up and an ass kisser. Noted.
Black women get treated the worst. The worst. Malcolm X said this. He goes, unfortunately, they are treated the worst. By the medical field, by the education field, by the police, by everything.
Black women are treated the worst by the education field, the medical field, by the police. What is this man talking about? The police. I thought that position was coveted by black men. Now he's talking about black women being treated worse by police. Really?
But there's one thing that black people universally have, and that is that beautiful smile and beautiful love that they just give out.
Oh God, black people universally have a beautiful smile and a beautiful love. Oh God, what race of people doesn't have a beautiful smile and a beautiful love? So Pakistanis don't have a beautiful smile and a beautiful love? Indians don't have it? Irish don't have it? What about Filipinos? What about white people? This man is ridiculous. All this sounds so gimmicky, okay? Like my man is looking for attention. Stop this black people bootlicking, my man. Just stop it, okay?
And we don't give credit where credit is due. We really don't. And I think nowadays we're living in this world where if someone's pretty, we give them credit. Credit for what? They were just born beautiful, but like we don't look at the person's soul. We don't look at like we don't look at what people can attribute to life. If we did, we would give Mary C. Cole a huge statue.
My man, stop. That's enough rambling. So like we've seen, the black women he was trying to please were happy that he complimented and praised them, but they were not happy that he tried to bestow them with the burden of taking care of him, a Pakistani, okay? They were pissed and angry at him for exhausting black women and giving them the tedious task of caring for other races. And they flooded TikTok with videos of them being angry at him. Needless to say, our pick-me guy couldn't handle that he wasn't picked. So he came up with another idea. He apologized for not kissing the ass properly.
2 days have gone by since my post about dear black women, and I stand by everything I said in that post. However, I've been called out and my hands are up. You guys are right. Being someone's superhero is a lot of pressure. And for me to have thought that was a compliment, that's ill on my part. And I apologize. I really did think that was a compliment, and now I'm like, no, sir, that wasn't a compliment. And I do apologize. You've educated me. My eyes are open. And but I want to stand by and say that I am still grateful. I'm still grateful for everything. I'm still grateful for Diana Ross. I'm still grateful for the Shirleys. I'm grateful for all of it. Okay? And I'm hoping that even after this video and even after my original video, that you'll still love me tomorrow.
This guy is pathetic. At this point, I have to say it. He is literally begging for love and attention from black women. He will sweet talk, beg, and grovel just to be seen as an ally. This is pathetic, okay? The only person I pity in this whole mess is his innocent white wife. How would she feel stumbling across her husband on the internet, ridiculing himself just to be accepted by women, and black women specifically, and to see that he was rejected, but he came again begging to be loved and accepted? Oh, that would be really embarrassing for the poor woman, honestly. And that reminds me, if this guy has so much reverence for black women, why didn't he marry one? He's married to a white man, not even a Pakistani woman, but a white man. And listen, I'm not one of those people who thinks that people shouldn't marry out of their race. That is not me. But I'm wondering, why this guy who worships and adores and reverences and sings tributes to black women, how come he didn't find one to fall in love with and marry? I know he said this.
None of what I'm doing is an act.
But I don't believe him. I think this is all an act. He is just pandering to black women in order to get virality, and attention. Go serenade your wife, my man. Stop this boot licking and ass kissing of black women. These are my thoughts, guys, but feel free to share yours in the comment section, but do so respectfully. Again, I want to say thank you to all my lovely 1,000 subscribers. Thank you for being here. And for non-subscribers, do well to hit that subscribe button, like and share this video to keep people informed, and consider joining my membership as a way of supporting the channel. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to catch you on the next one. For now, peace.